What's up mtaani? Welcome to yet another captivating show. This is Final Whistle. My name is Njuguna.
Na mimi ni Kwanya Joshua. Kumbuka ya kwamba hii show inakukujia kwa hisani ya Mcheza. Mcheza, pesa zako, ushindi wako.
Bila kusahau social media platform yetu, Facebook page ikiwa ni Final Whistle, Twitter @FinalWhistleKE, na wenye wanapenda picha pale Instagram @FinalWhistleKE. Now Joshua.
Yes.
Chelsea. Of course pale hivyo walienda kule hivyo wakacheza na Tottenham. Now what did you expect? Did you think Conte is going to revamp the team after tuliona Fabregas amedungo red card, meaning David Luiz akawa hapo midfield? Talk to us. Do you think wako na depth of field venye tunafikiria, or Conte is just
Sahi Chelsea they're losing a couple of players through injuries and of course through suspension. That game against Spurs tuliona mtu kama Bakayoko. For me siko nadhani angeanza ile game. But you can say the game came too early for him because he's not 100% fit. But alijaribu being that hajakuwa 100% fit. And Spurs being wanacheza nyumbani, you'd expect last season they never dropped a point at White Hart Lane. So they're a team that walikuwa wanacheza vizuri sana at home. But ukiangalia vile walikuwa wanacheza Wembley last season in the Champions League, they were really struggling. So maybe that also imekuja kwa Premier League this season, since they're using fully Wembley as their own turf this season. Maybe they might struggle this season, but we just need to give them time and see how vile this season is going to pan out in the Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup, and of course FA Cup.
Of course, and to add on to that, somewhere on tabloids that wakitumia that one direction of attacking football, it's going to cause a problem for Pochettino and his squad. So tutangoja tu tuone venye season ikiendelea watafanya.
Yeah, tungoje tuone how they will bounce back from that defeat against Chelsea last weekend. Of course, talking about other matches, we had Manchester City versus Everton at Etihad Stadium.
Sure.
How did the citizens fare?
In my own opinion, I would say they struggled. So pale hivyo, Rooney, being the enigmatic person he is, already reached milestone ya score 200 goals, and he looks set to even break records going forward, but let us give him time. So Pep Guardiola, he has been even linked with move ya Johnny Evans. Hiyo ni kumaanisha nini? Sahi haamini defense yenye
hapo. But why should he go for an older player like Johnny Evans, 31 years?
Well, there's unaweza sema ni older player na pia kuna experience. Johnny Evans amechezea Manchester United, ameshinda Premier League bila kusahau even Champions League. So if you put those factors into consideration, anaangalia experience na anaangalia msemo mwenye ataweza kumash up the defense, watu wanaweza jitoa kwa ngori. Usijua Pep ni yule msee anataka ball
ya chini
tukacheze kaende kafikia kina Aguero. So I wouldn't be surprised tukisikia hata Johnny Evans amejoin Man City.
So how do you see them going forward in the Premier League now? Walitoka they beat Brighton in the first game, wakatoka sare 1-1.
So for me nimeshtushona their financial muscle. Ile ndo wamemwoga na wakanunua wale wasabadunua saa hii.
So do you think kutakuwa na returns now that wametumia pesa kununua so many players?
Well, that is a debate on itself. Unajua unaweza kutumia pesa ikusaidie ama utumie ikuumize. So it is a debate that we are waiting to see how it's going to unfold. But so far venye inakaa, it's a team to be watched.
Mfuko iko sawa.
Mfuko iko fit.
Now, tusitoke Manchester bila kuongea about Manchester United.
Of course.
Wale wa ushago. They played their second game and wakapiga mtu 4-0 away.
Yes.
How about that?
That was fantastic. What else can I say? The only thing I want to say is that since today is the Champions League draw is being done, that is a big talking point for Manchester United. Ndio wanaweza kuwa wanapiga team Premier League hapa hivi mabao 4-0 Masiala na Shine, but pale vote tukishaingia Premier Champions League kuna factors tunafaa tuangalie. Kuna teams kubwa kina Real Madrid, Juve, Barcelona, just to mention but a few. So wakienda Champions League kuna factor ya injuries, kuchoka, and then kuna game Premier bado zimewangoja. So what we are waiting to see as fans ni kama wakienda Champions League haitawa affect your form kwa Premier League.
Alright.
You see? So Mourinho aendelea tu hivyo, but lazima tuangalie key players.
To test up so many teams in the Premier League.
Of course, we need points.
We're going to wait and see vile Manchester United fare around in the Premier League and of course Champions League that Mato amezungumzia draw inafanyika today on Thursday. We want to also discuss about that. Now, tutoke Manchester United. Liverpool walicheza against Crystal Palace in the Premier League last weekend, and of course Liverpool being the team that we know them. Last season walikuwa na struggle sana against the smaller teams like in Burnley, the same Crystal Palace.
Sure.
But this time around, even though they struggled because they walifunga that goal late in that game, so you might say that Liverpool, that trend itakuwa ina continue by the fact that small teams they struggle, bigger teams like this weekend they're playing Arsenal. You don't people will tell you that Liverpool will beat Arsenal. So if Liverpool put their house in order and start winning zile games ndogo, because I think there are so many smaller teams in the Premier League compared to the bigger teams. If they start winning the small against smaller teams, I think Liverpool can be a team to watch in terms of winning the Premier League title at the end of the season.
And what would you have to say? Juzi tuliona wamecheza na Hoffenheim, wakapiga 4-2.
No, Liverpool
do you think that is a sign of struggling?
Liverpool ni wakongwe. And Liverpool pia ukiangalia game yao na game ya Germany more or less the same.
Sure.
Klopp mwenyewe ashacheza na Hoffenheim kule Germany. So I understand how those people would come to play against him, unaona? Na unaona Hoffenheim ama German football is not tukae nyuma tuangoje counters.
Ni
tuende kila mtu, total football.
Sure.
And that's what Klopp is also bringing in Liverpool, and that's the same football that Hoffenheim plays. So it's more or less tiki-taka and of course goals galore.
So kwa maoni yako unasema Liverpool waki bring that style of player Bundesliga kwa Premier League.
Kwa Premier League wata struggle because Premier League noje team zingine pia wanapenda ku defend sana.
Sure.
Talk about Stoke City.
Wanapiga
Arsenal, but you can say Arsenal walikuwa na ball position as 60%, but at the end of the day what matters is that ball going between the posts.
Sure.
Yes.
Now speaking about Arsenal, there are rumors about transfers that are rocking them. Chamberlain is mchezaji fantastic and is being linked with the move to Chelsea. Do you think that move is going to rob the squad or haendi?
I don't know whether I should say hiyo move ita affect Arsenal vibaya ama ita affect Chelsea vizuri. But since I'm a Chelsea supporter, let me talk about Chelsea because Chamberlain is a top player. He can play left wing back ama right wing back. For me,
speak of a utility player.
Yes, for me vile Chelsea sasa wanacheza 3-4-3 ama 3-5-1-1. Anaweza fit in vizuri, and of course kama player anataka kushinda ligi, why do you deny him that chance? Because amekaa Arsenal for all those years hajashinda ligi, anaona Chelsea atakuwa na opportunity poa ya kushinda ligi. Why can't he come?
Okay, ukiwa kama fan wa Chelsea, Arsenal, ukiambiwa uguzie mambo mbili tatu. Do you think that venye tunasikia sijui Sanchez, sijui Cancelo, mara sijui what is happening there?
I think sahi inaka late sana yeye kutoka because transfer inaisha next week. So
na vile Man City wako na do na wanasema wanaweza mshika. Si Pep Guardiola anaweza mconvince.
Kama employers wako wamekataa utoke, what do? You can't force your way out. It's the same thing in happen continue at Liverpool.
Sure.
Barcelona wamejaribu, in fact I'm being told they're going for a fourth bid.
Wow, that's
Liverpool. I'm very sure Liverpool bado itakataa. So Arsenal wakikataa Sanchez asitoke, sidhani kama atatoka.
All right.
Now you just need to settle down and start playing his football. Maybe anaweza shinda Carabao Cup or FA Cup again, but Premier League sidhani.
So pale vo Arsenal tuachie tu
UEFA League, waja huko pia kuna wenyewe.
Huko kuna wenyewe.
For them they are going there as new boys. So huko kuna Ajax Amsterdam wenyewe ambao washazoea pale. So they're not just going as a big Arsenal ni big name. Kuna wenyewe washazoea pale.
Naam. Now sijui kuna yapi mengine ya kuongezea hapo.
Well, I think ligi imeanza vizuri. Manchester United wameanza kupiga save vibaya sana.
Wow, nene tu unajua.
4 goals in as many games. So you expect Arsenal Manchester United to continue that spirit. This week they are playing against Leicester at home. Utasema hiyo pia ni rahisi kwao. But no, Premier League pia is a league of surprises. You never know. Leicester City being the former champions, wanaweza pale wa surprise kila mse. But I expect Jose Mourinho kuendelea na hiyo the rhythm. Players waanze kushika rada. Akina Romelu Lukaku waendelee kufunga mabao. Akina Pogba, I'm very sure I've repeated this. Nimekuwa nikisema ya kwamba Pogba is a relieved man this season.
That's for
because
sure.
Having Nemanja Matic at the back defending those goals, because last season tulikuwa tunaona Pogba is more offensive and at the same time defensive. But this time round
is more offensive.
Anakuwa offensive pale because anajua pale nyuma kuna Nemanja Matic. So Man United watakuwa poa. Chelsea on the other side, being a Chelsea fan, I think we still need time. Bakayoko ameingia juzi, it's not settled so well. Akina Alvaro Morata bado kidogo hajaingia into the mix of the Chelsea style of football or what Antonio Conte anacheza sahi. And of course Eden Hazard bado ako injured. Gary Kelly is akona suspension. Fabregas still suspended. So we still need time. Premier League we still have 36 matches to go, so we never know.
Alright, pia ukiwa hapo mtaani unaweza shika rada yako. Nemanja Matic pale hivyo anasaidia Paul Pogba. Maoni yako ni yapi wewe? Enda pale hivyo Facebook page yetu ikiwa ni Final Luiso, Twitter @FinalLuisoKE na Instagram @FinalLuisoKE.
And of course before we go to the break, kuna timu ambayo imekuja Premier League juzi inaitwa Huddersfield. Hii timu inanyanyasa watu sana. What's your take on them? Wamecheza 2 games so far this season. The second game walipiga Newcastle United. What's your take on this team?
Well, newcomers as always, they surprise. Talk of Leicester. So siwezi kuwa na shtuka nikiwaona pia wao wakileta hiyo the same surprise. Kwa sababu they have just been promoted to the Premier League and it's the only thing they are focusing on. Siwezi sema ati wako na other commitments. So wakijituma na Premier, of course they are going to be a team that is going to be watched.
So do you see them staying in the league come the end of May next year?
Well, that's a very simple question to answer if you ask me. Because if you look at Leicester, walikuja wakaperform na wakashinda, wakaingia UEFA, wakachoka, sasa wakabaliza number 12. So it's the same case with Huddersfield. We just have to wait and see.
Tuwapatie muda
tu ndio utasema.
Okay, Huddersfield wamekuja juzi in the Premier League and of course they have won 2 matches in a row. What do you think about them this season? Last season waliingia into the Premier League through playoffs in the championship. Do you think they are going to stay in the Premier League come May next year? It's something we need to wait and see. And of course, as we now take a short break now, when we come back, we want to talk about the Champions League and of course the matches that are coming up this weekend in the Premier League, La Liga, and of course Serie A of Italia. Remember, this show is brought to you by M-Cheza. M-Cheza, pesa zako, ushindi wako. Karibu tena kwenye kipindi cha Final Whistle. Mimi naitwa Kwanya Joshua and of course niko na mwenzangu Martin Njuguna. Jugush.
Naam.
Before tuende break tulikuwa tunaongea about the Premier League matches that were played last weekend.
Of course.
Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, of course Arsenal. Tuongea about the games that are coming this weekend.
Take it away.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Anfield. Who is winning this game?
That's a tough one to call. Kwa sababu pale vo games teams zote mbili zinaleta tiki-taka. More or less. But Liverpool, having played so many games, ime-expose my players to game situation. So, wakienda to the Premier League, they wanaenda na hiyo site ya kushinda. Arsenal, on the other hand, they have had time to train. So, they know the drill. Wanaenda pale vo pia kushinda. Putting these two factors into consideration, in ile game, kwa mwekezaji pale vo, goal, at least you'll be on the safe side.
Goal, mwekezaji atakuwa on the safer side.
On a safer side.
All right. Because Liverpool, Arsenal, anytime. Last season ukiangalia vile walicheza, Liverpool walikuwa wanapiga timu kubwa sana. Talk of Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Man City. Walikuwa wanawapiga sana. Lakini against smaller teams, they struggled a lot. Yeah. Arsenal last week walipigwa na Stoke City at the former Britannia Stadium. Liverpool wakapiga Crystal Palace at Anfield. So Arsenal need to bounce back after that defeat.
Sure.
Liverpool need to cement that history they have against the bigger teams. So for me, going forward, Gigi will do, but an outright win, I think Liverpool wanapiga mtu vizuri.
All right.
This game.
Manchester United pia
wanapigana na Leicester City.
Wanaenda kupigana pale na Leicester City. Sijui Jose Mourinho atarudisha the same squad ama ataenda team nyingine. What do you think?
You know, this is the last game before the international break. And of course, ukishapata a winning team, you have Romelu Lukaku, of course Nemanja Matic pale midfield, Eric Bailly pale nyuma, and of course the one and only Paul Pogba. They are styler. When you have such kind of players and they have the winning mentality, I think Mourinho si coach ambaye anapenda sana kuchange squad. So long as kila player ako fit na they're the winning team, he's always going to play them. So going forward against Leicester City, you expect Jose Mourinho to continue with the winning streak. But though Leicester City are not pushovers in such games, because wanajua wao vizuri ni wao the former champions, they need to continue with that good run they had 2 years ago. But going to Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams, kupiga Manchester United is a big dream. So I think Man United will win.
And maybe to add on to that, Jamie Vardy being the goal poacher he is, kwa mwekezaji pale hivyo, kuna ile market inaitwa anytime goal scorer. Pale hivyo ukienda uangalie Jamie Vardy, you can make yourself some money.
So if somebody was to go for Jamie Vardy afunge ama Lukaku afunge, who do you go for?
Of course you go for Lukaku first, then Jamie Vardy later.
So
because of defense, ukiangalia defense pale Matic, anaweza kumarshal the
pale nyuma
and then usisahau kuna Bale pale hivyo na Blind and the likes. So Vardy pale atakuwa na kibarua gumu sana ukikompare na Lukaku. Exactly, that's why I had to say that.
So as a Man United fan, mabao mangapi?
As a Man United fan pale hivyo mabao 4 tu.
So 3 matches, 4 goals in each of them.
That's because of the Rashford, Lukaku, Martial, and the likes factor.
And Paul Pogba.
Exactly.
Alright, tuachane na Manchester United. Amesema ya kwamba Manchester United wanapiga mtu 4 goals to nil again after winning the first 2 games 4 goals. Do you think Man United is going to beat Leicester City, the former champions, at Old Trafford 4 goals to nil? Because anakuambia Vardy atafunga, Lukaku atafunga, and the exact number of goals in this game. That is according to Martin Njuguna, a Manchester United fan. Tuache Manchester United, tuingie Chelsea. This weekend at Stamford Bridge, they're playing Everton. This is a good game.
Tell me.
Last season tukienda kucheza na Everton, nilikuwa naogopa sana. That Everton ile timu ambayo wanacheza mpira mtamu. Then Lukaku alikuwa anafunga mabao. Wakokoje Stamford Bridge, mabao yalikuwa matano. But you know, that time round tulikuwa na kina Eden Hazard alikuwa on form, kina Diego Costa alikuwa on form. Those 2 players are not here today in this game. So, and even if Hazard was to start in that game, I think that game would come early for him because he's not 100% fit. He's not fully fit. So against Everton wakikuja Stamford Bridge, last week tuliona Everton wakitoka sare na Manchester City. So at Stamford Bridge, sidhani the best they can get is a draw.
So the best they can get is a draw. Pale hivyo unawaambia mwekezaji under 2.5 wako sawa.
Under 2.5 sioni kan itakuwa over 2.5.
Itakuwa over 2.5.
Inaweza icha 2-1 ama 3-1.
Wewe
in favor of Chelsea.
Okay, hii tunaweza ita ni kama the battle of the blues design.
Yes.
Kwa sababu ni Chelsea Everton.
Yes.
Na Kwanya Joshua naona hii game kuna venye inaweza enda over 2.5. Ukiwa hapo mtaani unachekiaje? Everton ama Chelsea Everton. Who do you think is going to make you some money? Visit mcheza.co.ke, choose kati ya Chelsea ama Everton. And you never know.
So apart from the matches that we talked about, Chelsea, Everton, Manchester United, Leicester City, this weekend kuna Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium wanacheza na Manchester City. That's another big game going to the south coast of England. Manchester City lazima washinde mtu if they want to start fighting for the title.
But of course,
yes, and apart from that kuna Crystal Palace na Swansea City. Crystal Palace walipigwa na Liverpool, Swansea wakapigwa na Manchester United, so it's a bounce back derby
for both teams.
Then Watford Brighton tangu wakuje Premier League they have never won any game, so I don't know whether wakienda Vicarage Road kucheza na Watford sidhani kama wanaweza pata point.
Watafungangana
wangangani. Then the team that we mentioned earlier on in the part 1 of this show, Huddersfield United versus Southampton. Do they have a chance against Southampton?
Well, it's a tough match, but going by the form they have been in the last 2 matches, I wouldn't be surprised even wakitoka pale na point moja.
Okay, so Stoke City wanaenda kucheza na West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. That's, remember Stoke City walipiga mtu, and of course sio mtu yeyote but Arsenal. So wakienda the Hawthorns pale lazima wajikaze sana ili wapate points pale. And then as Tottenham Hotspur at Wembley again wanacheza na Burnley, timu ambayo ilipiga Chelsea in the match day 1 of the Premier League. So I don't know, what do you think about this one?
Tottenham after kuchapwa na Chelsea, I think pale vile wataenda kujikakamua. Hata wakiambiwa ati wako na one direction attacking football, wako na Hurricane. Hata kama anaambiwa wako na jinx ya August kwa kufunga babao, at least create chances. Kuna watu watafunga, speaking of akina hii
Dele Alli and Eriksen.
Yes, pale vile so wataenda kungangana wachukue points na I see Tottenham winning this one.
Tottenham winning at home against Burnley this Sunday in the Premier League. Those are the fixtures that are coming match day 3 kwenye Premier League of England. Apart from Premier League England, which league is also taking center stage this weekend?
Yes, without having lazima to mention La Liga. Pale we have the likes of Real Madrid
and Barcelona.
We have Zinedine Zidane men wataenda kucheza pale vo against Valencia.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big one on Sunday.
At the Real Macom.
Yes, of course, Real Madrid they will be at the Santiago Bernabeu. Bila kusahau Ronaldo alipigwa
so he's still out.
Yes. And now usisahau alicheza friendly match against Fiorentina, akafunga stunner of a goal. Kwa hivyo anataka kuonyesha mafans ni aje, hata mimi nikipigwa tu ban mimi mnanihitaji. Na nikikataa naweza enda free. Unaona
And then Barcelona pia.
And then Barcelona on Saturday they will be playing away to Alaves.
Last season niliona Barcelona na Alaves, the same stadium. Alaves walipiga Barcelona against all odds.
You can imagine.
So do you think this time around mwekezaji pia amweke Barcelona ashinde because hakuna Neymar shaenda, Messi bado anang'ang'ana kidogo hajaanza kufunga mabao and then Suarez is out due to injury. So do you think mwekezaji anaweza mpatia Alaves tena?
Kuchocha mwekezaji yake Alaves ni kumchocha kwa sababu ndio Barcelona wanaweza kuwa na kosa their star man Neymar, but at the same time hatuwezi sahau Lionel Messi. He's a fantastic player. Na wakiweka venye walicheza last season na wakapigwa na Alaves, hawezi taka hiyo aibu tena. So going forward, wataenda kuchukua points pale. Even if they will be playing away from home, Barcelona is a team that we know is renowned ikifika ni tiki-taka. So Alaves pale vojini wanaenda kunyukwa man.
So that is La Liga, Real Madrid versus Valencia, and of course Alaves versus Barcelona. On your screen now are other matches that are being played this weekend in La Liga, the most entertaining league in the world, they say so.
Yes, and Saturday we have a match against Las Palmas against Atletico Madrid. He is the big one if you ask me, because of Griezmann tunataka kumuona after kukataa kutoka. How is he faring on? So among other matches there is Girona versus Malaga.
Girona
versus Malaga.
They are new boys in the league.
So
they need also to start showing people from Segunda B. They also need to start showing people that wao pia wanaweza ngangania La Liga this season.
Exactly. So those are among the matches that are being played in the La Liga. Without mentioning your one-stop shop for all the latest markets, mcheza.co.ke. Pale kuna daily millionaire jackpot. You only need 50 bob, 7 matches, and you could win yourself 2 million Kenya shillings.
Anawekelea tu under ama over?
Unawekelea tu over under 2.5. And who knows? Ikienda hivyo venye umewekelea, my friend, you will be smiling all the way to the bank.
Now, apart from football, this, should I say Sunday or Saturday?
Weekend.
In is it Las Vegas or Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
That one. Kuna Mayweather versus Conor McGregor in boxing.
A very huge match, my friend. Who do you think is going to walk there?
Tuite game ama tuite match ama tuite what?
Hii tunaweza ita Dondi. Dondi, tunaita tu Dondi. Unaona kati ya McGregor na Mayweather, who is going to win the battle of mouthing?
Before we came to the show here, we were having a discussion with one and only Jared, who understands this thing.
Yes.
And was saying that he thinks that Mayweather will win this game. I mean, this matchup against the Irish. But for me, I think the fact that McGregor anaenda into this matchup against Mayweather as an underdog is giving him an upper hand.
And what do you think? Hii ni mechi kati ya boxer na mixed martial arts. As in, don't you think McGregor kuna upper hand kwa sababu yeye kuna venye anatumia mwili yote kufight isipokuwa tu ngumi?
See, that's what I'm saying. From the aspect that kila msee, I remember 2 years ago kila msee alikuwa anasema is either Manny Pacquiao ama Mayweather.
Sure.
Pacquiao ama Mayweather. And then at the end of the day, Mayweather won against all odds that many people are thinking of Pacquiao would win.
So
even
forward,
this one, people think that Mayweather will carry the day. But for me personally, since he's going into this game as underdog, because in football you know what being an underdog is.
Yeah, all the pressure is away from you.
Yeah, it's away from you. So I think McGregor being an underdog in this game, I think he's gonna win. He's gonna beat Mayweather this one.
Conor McGregor atapiga Mayweather. That's according to one and only Kwanya Joshua.
Out of football for a moment.
Out of football for a moment. Wewe ukiwa hapo mtaani je, unaonaje kati ya Mayweather na Conor McGregor, who's going to win? Visit mcheza.co.ke, look for that bout, and who knows, you might make yourself some good money.
So from boxing, Conor McGregor and Mayweather, let's come back to football. Yes. Champions League imetolewa juzi group stages, and of course before the group stages were out, there were 4 pots.
Yes.
And of course, you know, during the teams being put on different pots,
of course,
teams from the same league don't appear in the same pot.
They don't have to.
And that's why you see in the pot 1 you saw Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Juventus, Benfica, Monaco, Spartak, Moscow, and of course Shakhtar Donetsk. More or less, that tells you that those are the teams that won their respective leagues.
Exactly. If you look at pot 2, we have FC Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, Sevilla FC, Manchester City, FC Porto, and Manchester United.
Manchester United walikuja Champions League through the back door. Wakajipata pot 2.
Walicheza mchezo mzuri pale Europa League na wakashinda, ndio maana
walikuja kama independent candidates. Alright, sport 3 kuna Tottenham, Napoli, Barca, Olympiacos from Greece, and of course Anderlecht, Belgium, Liverpool, Roma, and Besiktas. So and then there's another pot 4.
The last pot 4 we have Celtic, CSK, Moscow, Sporting CP, Apoel Nicosia, Feyenoord, Maribor, Karabag na Leipzig.
This team formed in 2009. And right now they're finding themselves in the Champions League. How do you think they're going to fare this season in the Champions League?
It's a question that you've asked me over and over again. And sijui mbona kwa nini hizi teams zinakuwa promoted juzi, zinakuja zinashinda ama zinamaliza namba mzuri, zimeanza na L. Leipzig, Leicester. Alafu wana tupo Champions League. Hapo hivyo unaona depth ya field ndio sasa ina let down. So for Leipzig, mimi ukiniuliza venye wali qualify for the Champions League, it's the same thing as Leicester. So let us give them time, let us see if they get a chance to meet a bigger team that has imecheza for a long time, kama wataweza kuendelea na huo msururu wa mashindano.
Last season Leicester wali surprise kila msao kaenda into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and of course even Leipzig tukiwapatia wakicheza vile Leicester walicheza last season, wao pia wanaweza surprise mtu wase so many football fans this season wajipata into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Who knows?
Yes.
And of course on your screen now you can see the fixtures that are just been were released this week on Thursday. Looking at these groups A to H, who do you think is going to make it to the knockout stages, last 16, that is akina Manchester United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Monaco?
Of course, you already mentioned the usual culprits. Wakianzishwa na Real Madrid kwa sababu ya Zinedine factor,
and because they're the defending champions.
And of course they are defending champions. We have teams like Bayern Munich. Pale vile tuko na Ancelotti anakuwa na hiyo anajulikana yeye Champions League ndio yake forte. Hapo hivyo ndipo anajua, hapo hivyo anaenda kuchukua kitu. So wewe sijui unaona team zingine gani hapo hivyo ndio unaona zinaenda last 16.
As a Chelsea fan, of course lazima Chelsea kuwe as the first team, because last season tulikuwa in the cold. Tulikuwa tumemiss Champions League. So this season tukipata kina Leipzig sasa, kwanza nataka tukutane na Leipzig sasa, because umeshinda ukiwa praise vizuri. So we need to meet them to show how Champions League, because Chelsea was kwa hapa, they played Champions League for a long time. They were former winners. So I think Chelsea will make it to the group stages. And even talking about even Napoli can also make it to the knockout stage. Akina Tottenham Hotspur sidhani
wata struggle
Moso Wembley.
Na ukifikiri na Manchester United venye wanacheza,
Manchester United since wako na Jose Mourinho, a former winner, Manchester United being the big club, we know them. Group stage, I think they will get out of the group stage.
All right. Yes. Okay, hapo mtaani pia you can have your say. We want to know, do you think Juventus will surprise us this time? Buffon naende achukue Champions League
alafu aende zake retire.
Facebook page yetu ni Final Wiso, Twitter @FinalWisoKE, na kama unapenda mapicha sana Instagram @finalisOKE. Tukifika kikomo,
tukimalizia this week na nitakaa chini ni watch Manchester United versus Leicester. Of course I see a draw as my last take, and of course I will also sit down to watch Chelsea versus Everton. You know which team I'm going to support, and of course again the last game is Liverpool versus Arsenal at Anfield. Liverpool will win this. My name is Kwanya Joshua.
Nami niko na mawili tu ya kusema. Captain Wayne Rooney waza. Congratulations on reaching your 200 milestone goal. And as you hang your boots for international and concentrate for Premier League, all you can do here is wish you the best. My name is Njuguna. Until next time, adios.